The life today of the biggest Powerball winners ever. The Powerball lottery has made many people millionaires overnight, with some of the biggest jackpots reaching hundreds of millions of dollars. While it's exciting to imagine what you would do with that kind of money, it's also interesting to see what the actual winners have done with their fortunes. Today, some of the biggest Powerball winners live quiet lives, while others have used their wealth to start charitable foundations or invest in new businesses. How has their sudden wealth changed their lives, and what lessons can we learn from their experiences? Without further ado, let's get started. Cindy and Mark Hill, $293.7 million. Cindy and Mark Hill, a couple from Missouri, won the $293.7 million Powerball jackpot in 2012. They used their winnings to pay off their debts, set up college funds for their children and grandchildren, and make intelligent investments. One of the smartest investments they made was purchasing a local convenience store in their hometown. They also donated a portion of their winnings to various charitable causes, including a fire department and a community center. Despite their newfound wealth, Cindy and Mark have lived relatively normal lives. They still live in the same small town where they grew up and continue to work hard and give back to their community. In an interview with the Today Show, Cindy said the most important thing to her was her family and that winning the lottery had only made her appreciate them even more. Mark added that their winnings had given them the freedom to do what they wanted, but that they still valued the simple things in life. Number 7. David Edwards, $295.7 million. David Edwards was a former drug addict who won $295.7 million in the Powerball lottery in 2001. At first, he and his wife Shauna were ecstatic about their win, but things quickly went south. David started living a life of excess, buying expensive cars, homes, and jewelry, and partying with celebrities. He even wrote a book about his experiences titled "The Devil Made Me Do It." However, his extravagant lifestyle took a toll on his marriage, and Shauna eventually filed for divorce. David also developed a gambling addiction and lost millions of dollars at casinos. In 2013, David passed away from a drug overdose, leaving behind a complicated legacy. Some have criticized him for squandering his fortune and living a reckless lifestyle, while others have sympathized with his struggles as a former drug addict. Despite the tragic end to David's story, it serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of letting money go to your head. David's story is a sobering reminder of the pitfalls of sudden wealth and highlights the need for compassion and understanding. Number 6. Jack Whitaker, $314.9 million. In 2002, Jack Whitaker of West Virginia won the $314.9 million Powerball jackpot. But unfortunately, his life took a downward turn after his big win. At first, Jack was excited and eager to share his winnings with his family and friends. He gave away more than $50 million to his family and friends, and he also donated money to various charities and causes. However, as time passed, Jack's life began to spiral out of control. He was robbed several times, and his granddaughter and daughter both died of drug overdoses. Jack was arrested for drunk driving and assault and had several run-ins with the law for various other offenses. In an interview with ABC News, Jack admitted that he regretted winning the lottery, and he said that it had brought him nothing but trouble. He even went so far as to say that he'd wished he'd torn up the winning ticket and thrown it away. Jack's story is another cautionary tale about the dangers of winning the lottery. While winning a large sum of money can seem like a dream come true, it can also bring unexpected challenges and problems. Number 5. Pedro Quezada, $338.3 million. Pedro Quezada's life changed forever when he won the $338.3 million Powerball lottery, making Quezada an instant millionaire. The news of his win quickly spread across the country, and many people were curious about what he would do with all that money. What followed was an interesting and tumultuous journey that would see Quezada's life take several unexpected twists and turns. After claiming his prize, Quezada chose to take a lump sum payment of $221 million, which he received after taxes. With this money, he immediately paid off his debt, quit his job at the bodega where he had worked for years, and moved his family from their small apartment in Passaic, New Jersey, to a luxurious home in the upscale town of Clifton. He also made several charitable donations, including $1 million to help rebuild the sandy-ravaged town of Passaic. For a while, life was good for Quezada. He enjoyed the finer things in life and spent time traveling with his family, but his newfound wealth also brought its own set of problems. Quezada became the target of numerous lawsuits, including one from a former girlfriend who claimed he owed her a share of his winnings. He also became the target of scams and fraudulent schemes, with people constantly trying to take advantage of his wealth. However, despite the challenges, Quezada has remained grounded and focused on the things that matter most to him: his family, faith, and community. He's continued to make donations to charitable causes, and he has also remained connected to his roots. Number 4. John and Lisa Robinson, $528.8 million. John and Lisa Robinson of Munford, Tennessee were one of 3 winners of the $1.6 billion Powerball jackpot in 2016. Their share of the jackpot was $528.8 million. After winning, they took a well-deserved vacation to Hawaii to celebrate their big win. While they were there, they even participated in a hula contest and won first place. But their life hasn't just been all fun and games since their big win. One of the first things John and Lisa did after winning the Powerball was to set up the Robinson Family Fund. The fund is designed to help their family and friends with financial needs and support various community organizations and causes. Since their big win, John and Lisa have also been involved in some fun and quirky business ventures. They purchased a horse farm and started a business selling horses, and they even started a food truck business called Big Chicken, serving up some of that delicious fried chicken. They thought it was a prank when they first found out they had won this jackpot. Lisa even hung up on the lottery official who called to tell them the good news, but they couldn't believe their luck once they realized it was real. Number 3. Maureen Smith and David Coltschmidt, $528.8 million in 2016. Maureen Smith and David Coltschmidt, a married couple from Florida, were the second winners of that $1.6 billion Powerball jackpot in 2016. Maureen used to work as a teacher, and David worked in manufacturing before retiring. They've used their newfound wealth to travel the world and see new sights. In addition to traveling, Maureen and David have also been using their winnings to give back to their community. They've even set up a foundation called the Nickel 95 Trust, which supports various charitable organizations and causes. One of the scariest things about their story is that they almost missed out on their big win. They'd purchased their winning ticket at a Publix grocery store but didn't check their numbers until several days later. When they did finally check, they were pretty shocked to see they'd won. Number 2. Gloria C McKenzie, $590.5 million. In 2013, Gloria C McKenzie became a millionaire after being crowned the sole winner of the Powerball lottery worth $590.5 million. At the time, she was an 84-year-old woman from Florida. After winning the money, she moved to Maine to be closer to her family and bought a beautiful estate that had previously been owned by the Ford family. She even purchased a luxury yacht named the Infinity. Today, she's been known to visit her local Walmart to buy groceries and has even been spotted playing a slot machine at nearby casinos. She's also been known to give generously to charity, especially to organizations that help children and animals. One of the funniest things about Gloria's story is that she won the lottery because another person had let her cut in line at the convenience store where she purchased her winning ticket. She told reporters that she didn't usually play the lottery but decided to buy a ticket because the other person had been kind enough to let her go ahead of them. Gloria C McKenzie's story reminds you that you're never too old to win big and that a little bit of kindness can go a long way. Her story is an inspiration to us all. And number 1, Mavis L One Chick, $758.7 million. When Mavis One Chick won the largest Powerball jackpot in history worth $758.7 million in 2017, she instantly became one of the richest people in America. So, what's she been up to since then? First things first, Mavis quit her job at a hospital where she had worked for 32 years. She told reporters that she was retiring and looking forward to a life of leisure. But Mavis didn't just sit around and do nothing, she quickly put her newfound wealth to work. One of the first things Mavis did after winning the lottery was to buy a new car. She purchased a brand new 2017 Ford Mustang, which she said was her dream car. Mavis even joked that she used to buy scratch tickets just so she could dream about owning a Mustang. But Mavis didn't stop there. She also donated $100,000 to the Massachusetts hospital where she used to work, and she set up a trust for her children and grandchildren with plans to travel the world with them. Despite her sudden wealth, Mavis has remained relatively low-key. She's been living a quiet life out of the public eye and has declined most media interviews. However, she gave one interview to a local newspaper where she joked that she was never going to work again and planned to hide out for a while. Who can blame her? What would you do if you won the largest Powerball jackpot in history? Would you quit your job, travel the world, or buy your dream car? Or would you stay humble and focused on what matters most in life? Comment below, we'll see you at the next one.